Before starting today's video, let me tell you that Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising can be played for free. It has cross-platform and an improved netcode that made the whole online match experience a whole lot better than its prequel. If you are looking for an easy-to-get-in fighting game but got intimidated by Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat and Tekken, Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising might be your cup of tea. It has one of the best animations of fighting game genre that is crafted by one and only Arc System Games. As I said, cross-platform and easy-to-use quick spatial move buttons that is somewhat similar to Street Fighter 6's modern control style, and its own Fall Guys mode called Granblues. You can give it a try its free version that offers 4 different characters each week, starting with Gran, Jita, Zeta and Siegfried. See for yourself and then decide to buy the full version or not. I'm Arcadenaut here, and today we'll delve deeper into the newest installment, Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. As a direct sequel to the 2020 release Granblue Fantasy Versus, Rising not only continues the legacy of its predecessor, but also introduces a range of new features and enhancements that set it apart. It is basically like a separate title upgrade like we had from Guilty Gear Xrd Sign to Revelator. As a fighting game set in the richly detailed universe of the mobile RPG Granblue Fantasy, developed by Cygames, it offers a unique blend of narrative depth, competitive gameplay, a lot of waifus and husbandos. And I believe Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising is a must-play for anyone who likes fluid and action-packed 2D fighting games like Guilty Gear Strive, BlazBlue, Melty Blood and Under Night in Birth. Well, Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising stands out in the fighting game genre with its approachable yet layered and intricate mechanics, making it an excellent choice for newcomers and a new challenge for fighting game veterans. Rising offers a choice to simplify the execution of the complex moves through an intuitive control scheme, where you can perform spatial moves with simple button combinations just like in Street Fighter 6 modern controls. But keep in mind that there are not easy auto combo variations that land an ultra spatial move. Although this design choice lowers the entry barrier for those new to the fighting games, there are also really intricate aspects of Granblue Fantasy. Mix-up attacks to open up your enemy's defense, raging attacks to extend your combos by making yourself a bit vulnerable, and of course, fundamental fighting game strategies. As these are called simple inputs, they help you to execute special moves easier. Technical inputs, on the other hand, are the motion inputs that you can see in any other fighting game like Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, BlazBlue, Under Night, Melty Blood, you name it. These inputs involve more complex combinations of directional and button presses. And I think I would recommend you to at least try to use these technical moves or practice them if you are starting to learn some bread and butter combos. And then use the special inputs for maybe quick reactions or for the moves that you are not confident with. But again, it is totally up to you how you feel comfortable and fun playing Rising. And if you're already used to technical inputs like I do, well, to be honest, I didn't feel like Granblue is unfair by taking out that 10% damage reduction from simple inputs. There are so many ways to gain the advantage and flow of the battle, so this simple and technical spatial move advantage may only show itself around the D rank. And believe it or not, starting with C, the real deal fundamental knowledge, reaction, matchups, or how much you know your character start to appear, and Granblue Rising starts to show its true colors and intricate mechanics. Another new mechanics to Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising are the dash attacks and raging strikes. Starting with the dash attacks, each character has 3 different versions, which can be activated by pressing forward plus either light, medium and heavy attack while dashing. These dash attacks are mostly safe on block when done with light attacks, and medium or heavy attacks can lead either to overhead hits or knockdowns to secure a decent place for neutral plays or to set up your strategy for mix-up playstyle. For example, with Eustace, I prefer to ready my charge attack after dealing a knockdown with dash heavy attack, or to safe jump and start doing combos. These are also really useful fundamental Granblue mechanics that I really advise you to practice if you start to enjoy playing Rising. As I said before, each character has different types of dash attacks, and I don't want to turn this video into full character move breakdown content, but to be honest, I felt like there are some characters like Siegfried for example, who has really solid dash attacks. And there are some characters like Zoe who needs more planning or knowledge to benefit more with these dash attacks. As a quick summary, light dash attacks are a fast way to initiate an attack, especially useful for maintaining pressure or quickly closing in on an opponent. Mediums are for mix-up, either hitting low or overhead, and heavy can potentially start a combo, making them powerful tools for creating significant damage opportunities. The game also introduces unique elements like ultimate skills and raging strikes, which add a layer of depth and strategy to the combat. Ultimate skills are powerful attacks that can turn the tide of a battle, while raging attacks offer unblockable attacks, demanding players to think tactically. For ultimate skills, you basically spend 50% of your energy gauge and use the most powerful version of your skills. I prefer to use ultimate skills to do reversals, something like a dragon punch in case for Zoe to get away from dire situations. As for raging strikes, this is something like a 3-point drive impact kind of a mechanic. Each player starts each round with 3 bravery points, and depending on activation, guard crush, or even getting hit by skybound arts, these can deplete these bravery points. The main thing that you need to be cautious of is that if you're down to 1 bravery point, you take 20% more damage. And let's say if you have no bravery points, you take 50% more damage. You can recover 1 bravery point by successfully landing skybound arts or super skybound arts, but I believe the main point is to strategize where to use these points and whether you should risk to go for more aggressive playstyle or not. And I believe these are the main mechanics that you need to learn and practice when playing Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. The rest are muscle memory, decision making, and how much you play the game. Just like every other fighting game, the best way to start learning and invest time is around its launch day. Of course, there are many people who are playing Granblue Fantasy Versus already and or started playing Rising in early access, or maybe really used to playing fighting games in general, but as far as I've seen Granblue community, they are quite welcoming. And also the game itself is quite accessible. Of course, you might lose a lot, you can be demotivated and feel like you suck at fighting games. These are quite normal, natural process of fighting genre. Give yourself some time, don't be harsh on yourself, just pick a character you find cool, cute or interested in and start playing it. And if I were to talk about myself, I started playing ranked matches as Zoe, Siegfried, Belial, Eustace and Narmaya, and I also want to talk about these characters to give you a quick insight about them. I might make more detailed videos about these characters and share my ranked match experience in the future, so share your thoughts as well if you want to see these contents. So let's start with Zoe. Zoe is often portrayed as a celestial being or an arbiter in Granblue Fantasy Versus universe. She symbolizes balance and order, characterized by her calm demeanor and a sense of duty to maintain harmony in the world. Her gameplay style might center around controlling the battlefield, using mix of ranged and close quarter attacks to maintain balance, setting up her dragon for some mix-up potentials. Siegfried, on the other hand, is my safe harbor. He is known for his stoic and heroic nature as a fallen knight who embarks on a quest for redemption. Siegfried's gameplay style is likely to be direct and powerful. He is basically like a Shoto character. He hits hard, has solid dash attacks and damage to finish the job. Highly recommended if you are new to the game, and he's also one of the characters of this first week's rotation. He's just too damn fun. Now Eustace is normally a charge character, but his charge moves can also be done quickly to reach your opponents with simple controls, turning him into a mix-up and a zoner. Eustace is a quiet, lone wolf character known for his marksmanship. He is somewhat similar to Nanamin of Jujutsu Kaisen, I would say, and possibly my main motivation to play as him. Belial, on the other hand, he is the lewdest villain that you can see. He has a banger soundtrack, he's cunning, manipulative, and in my opinion, a scrub killer. It is best to play this character and learn his unique moves to not fall for his traps in ranked matches, I would say. He has Dragon Punch, Parry Grab, and insane reversal moves, but you start to see when to lure him into your own trap after playing him couple of matches. And as I said, although I want to talk more about Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising characters, let's stop for now with Narmaya. Narmaya is your Iaido using waifu, a bit of a complex character that I wouldn't recommend if you are new to fighting games. She is somewhat similar to Guilty Gear Strive's Johnny rather than Under Night's Yuzuriha, so I would recommend you to practice her neutral plays, how she should approach your opponents, when to change your stance, etc. However, the most important thing is that you should play what you like. If you only like Narmaya, then just ignore what I said and go for it, but keep in mind to practice her stuff and not to get demotivated if you start losing a lot. Furthermore, Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising integrates rollback netcode and cross-platform play. The rollback netcode ensures a smooth online experience, reducing lag and enhancing the playability of matches over the internet. If it's your first time watching my video, I live in Japan, totally had no problem playing with my friends living in Europe, nor had any connection issues in ranked matches, even when I matched against someone from Australia with 200 MS. The netcode is solid, cross-platform broadens the player base from Steam and PlayStation versions, so what else we can wish for? And as I said before, Granblue Fantasy Universe is expansive, featuring a magical world filled with diverse characters, each with their own unique stories and abilities. This universe originally manifested in a highly successful mobile RPG, captivating players with its engaging storyline and appealing character design. The narrative of Granblue Fantasy revolves around the player character, either Gran or Jita, and their journey across the Sky Realm. As the story begins with the rescue of a mysterious girl, Lyria, from the Erste Empire. Lyria possessed the power to summon powerful creatures known as primal beasts, and that's all you need to know to enjoy Rising story mode. The story mode of the prequel is still here, so there's nothing you miss actually if you are interested in the world of Granblue Fantasy. I have never played the mobile game, but watch this anime. Rising story mode lets you learn about its characters or catch up to the narrative quite easily. And besides all of these new aspects implemented, we have enormous and lively open lobbies that you can even play. There are UFO catchers to obtain new color variations for your character or profile card customization items. However, a notable addition to the game is the Granblue's mode. Inspired by party games like Fall Guys, this mode offers a more casual and playful experience, featuring mini-games and the ability to play with up to 30 players. This mode has its own progress meter that would help you to earn in-game money to unlock more customizations, so if you ever feel tired from ranked matches, Granblue's might be a good choice to cool off a little bit. Similar to the Guilty Gear Strive, each character has their own level and progression meter that will let you unlock new profile and character customizations by playing that specific character in online modes. And to be honest, I think it's a good motivation to make people try out new characters as well, even if you are playing the standard or the free edition. Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising really wants you to spend time enjoying its contents. There are many stuff that you can do, many stuff to improve yourself, and it seems like we're about to see new characters added to roster by each month. With its impressive roster, innovative mechanics, stunning visuals and diverse game modes, Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising is poised to be a standout title in the fighting game community. Its commitment to both narrative depth and competitive gameplay makes it a unique and exciting game for a wide range of players. As the game launches, it is expected to not only satisfy existing fans, but also to attract new players to the vibrant world of Granblue Fantasy. And I believe Rising is not made especially for Granblue fans. You can quickly catch up to its world and enjoy totally renewed Granblue Fantasy Versus experience, even if you are a newcomer or a veteran fighting game enjoyer. As always, thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Granblue and FGC content. Follow me on Twitter and join my Discord channel if you're looking for someone to play with. Any humble support through Patreon and YouTube join is really appreciated, and since I'm planning to make content about my Granblue experiences, be sure to share which character would you like to see next. More will soon to come, stay tuned.